All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We are back in the building. Happy holidays, Christmas festivities to everyone out there. Happy Hanukkah. What
Happy
else we got?
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it.
Christmas.
I said happy holidays.
Well, I mean, happy holidays pretty much includes everything.
Everybody. Right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, some people's birthdays, whatever y'all got. Hey, thank y'all for joining us this week. This is gonna be a special one, y'all. This one be a special one. First, before we get started in our main festivities, how are you doing, Dom? You had a great thing happen to you today.
Oh, I did TMZ live this morning.
Yeah,
I was talking to you offline, so it's just but yeah, I did TMZ live this morning, so that was a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'll be back soon, or over the summer or whatever, because I know when they told me. I was just like, oh, I have to figure it out, coordinated with school, but it makes more sense for the summertime. So there's no discrepancies or anything, but it was a great time. And I was nervous a little bit, but what they pretty much do is really cool. They kind of have you do like a write-up. And so it was like it reminded me of being in college and having to write a quick beat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that, and they was like, didn't want you to read it, but I had notes. So I was looking like, So it was a good time though. So y'all check me out on today's episode, or I guess by the time this airs, it will be
yesterday. It'll be yesterday because this will be out tomorrow.
Yeah, the 23rd episode of TMZ Live, and I'm speaking about Rob and Michelle Reiner. And just that huge, just tragic loss, because they just released their death certificates, which we were aware of what happened, but it's just tragic. And like I said, it's just a great, undoubtedly like loss. I could only imagine what their daughter is going through, because she found them. So I just the healing process, grieving, like she gonna need extreme therapy. Extensive therapy.
Yeah.
For what her brother did.
And it's not like you found them, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you heard about them passing.
Right.
You found them.
Yep. So yeah, that's what I spoke about. And yeah, because baby, your girl, they gave me another topic that we're gonna talk about later. But I good, because I can save it for here.
Before we go to the next topic, they had 4 children. Okay, because Rob Reiner was was that his only kid with that wife? I forgot to ask you that last week.
He was married
before.
Yes, but I think you know what? I don't know, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Romy is adopted. Romy,
really?
Yes, I was reading something that Romy may be adopted. And but he met Michelle on the set of
with Harry. He was older then.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, and we don't, they don't necessarily age the same as us, so he might not have been as old as we thought.
Right, but he was 80-some years old.
Yes, he was, but. Okay, so when Harry met
78, he's 78. Sorry, 78.
When Harry Met Sally came out, that was what
89.
Yeah,
88.
I almost said, yes. I was about to say 89, 90. So, I mean, we can Google to see.
Yeah, it came out 89. So if he met her on the set, then that was 88. He met her. Especially back then, because it would take forever for a movie to get made back then. Not forever, I won't say that, but just a longer period of time. She's looking at
her. Okay, so I'm seeing that. Okay, so Penny Marshall is Tracy Reiner's mama, And then so that may be so
all three children
only
really
one. It seems like only one.
It seems like all three of them are with her.
Yeah, all three, but except the oldest. So Tracy is Penny Marshall's daughter.
Oh, she had a kid before.
Yeah. So
he had a kid before with her.
Yeah. So he had Tracy, and then the rest are with Michelle.
Got you. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into the next one, I want to give a shout out to all the people on TikTok who came on over from Ali, from not Ali, like from the same Lunatics, but Ali, OLLY, from not Insecure. I was saying from Fresh Prince, or not Fresh, Bel Air.
You was getting there. I was gonna let you.
Bel Air TV show.
Look like you need a nap. Sound like you need a nap.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I realized from that clip, bottle service is ridiculous for sure. And I've been a promoter, so I understand and know that. But I realized how many people just don't understand like how expensive nightlife is in general.
Yeah.
I would say pre-2020. How about that? I'll say pre-2020. Because everything, a lot of stuff changed after the pandemic. I think I feel like people's taste changed after the pandemic.
Okay, so I will say this: it depends. I would rather be at home, which is why I'm having a party on New Year's, because probably the amount of money that I would spend, I could cut that cost in half, and people come over, everybody bring a bottle and something to snack and eat on. Nigga, I told you how last week I went to a spot for my homegirl birthday and they wanted $35 for an old fashioned.
That's ridiculous.
And I was like, what's in this old fashioned? And it was a whole, it was like some expensive scotch and all this other shit. And I just was like, how much is a basic regular old fashioned? And she said like $18. I said, I'm going to take the $18 because I could also get like an appetizer, get some fries with this old fashioned. And that's what I did.
$35. Boy.
Like, I know y'all could talk about $35 and I don't necessarily want scotch. I'll have to have and I like scotch, but it's definitely, I wasn't in the scotch mood that night, and I definitely wasn't in the mood to pay $35 for a drink. And did that? I remember why I stopped drinking dark liquor at this establishment. Issa Rae's Lost in downtown LA. It's a rooftop, and every time I go, somebody is drunk and throwing up. Let's start with that. I need y'all to be clerking people, clerk them, clock them, all of that. But old fashioned 30, it was like $35. And then after, like the tip, you like shit. And then and then they give it to you kind of in a half glass, which I mean, technically, I guess would be the right pour, because it's like that half. It's a whiskey glass, but it's like half the size of a whiskey glass, and it's without the ice cube.
Okay.
So I was like, that's why I be getting the margaritas here.
See?
Because they don't even ask you. I could see if you asked me if I wanted a particular, and then you just like upcharge me because you gave me like Basil Hayden or something, but you didn't.
Not at all.
And I'm like, let me get Bullet or something, Tullamore Dew, something. But yeah. I want to say this to everybody because we got off subject again of what Ali was saying, right? You guys did not see the full entire clip because in this clip, you hear me say, wait a second, I have a question. And I said, where were you where you got $2,000 in bottle service? Like I'm asking. I said that I did do a disclaimer at first. We ultimately, had you really taken the time to go and watch our full episode, y'all would have realized. So we got back on subject about what he was saying. But I did ask a question. So we didn't miss nothing. I just asked a question before we answered and delved into what the clip was. That's all.
Yeah, people didn't get that part though.
They did. This keep happening and nobody here. And it be me. It always be she missing what they say. And I'm like, no, bitch. What I said was, wait, I got a question.
You take questions.
That's all. That's all I said. But I digress.
All right, let's get into it. This week, first, Sharon Moore was up for Sucker of the Year award, and he may still win. We'll be discussing that next week. Oh, before we will be doing our live year-end coverage. We're gonna do a live show next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time or 8:10, depending on when we get online. But around that time, we're doing a live year-end review of everybody's Aquarius. We may have some few guests jump in as well. But go ahead, Don.
Okay. About that coach, I just want to let y'all know. I texted Daryl the other day and I said, "Yo, Sharon is an Aquarius.
Yeah,
and also has Sagittarius in his chart. I did not pull his chart, so before y'all come saying anything, somebody else pulled his chart, his birth chart, and this is how we found this information out. Now, I say all that to say." He unfortunately is a February Aquarius, like the both of us. Mm-hmm. But apparently, this has been in
Riley, Kansas.
Yes, this has been the talk of Michigan for a whole year, and we just now getting privy to it. So he been on his bullshit. Now, are we condoning his behavior? Absolutely not. I will say this is leaning more into the Sagittarius because they be terrorists when it comes to like relationships and connection and withholding information and being secretive. Aquarius, I would say it's the more I don't really give a damn about, how when he got out and he sent the message to that OnlyFans. That's a little bit of maybe Aquarius.
It's diabolical, man. It's diabolical. You got it.
So that's all. We don't claim him. We don't endorse his behavior.
It's diabolical,
to say the least.
Yeah, that was a pure diabolicalness. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But let's get into MAGA Minaj. She is now. This depending on it's pending on if she's gonna make the list for our end of the year list. Looking like it for me, for my vote for this year. Looks like it will be for me with her. But she goes on, comes out. Well, she'd already been kind of creeping with it, Dom, right? She'd been tiptoeing around with this MAGA, this Republican MAGA stuff. It's been a couple of years that people haven't tripped off of it. This ain't no new pop out.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely
like phase 3 of the grift.
It is definitely. She has something about a line about Mitt Romney. It's just honestly a lot of her behavior. Marrying a pedophile, very on brand for MAGA people. Her brother is also a pedophile. Her showing support for her, so like just abuse in general. The bullying, all the stuff, like all the things that she's, like you said, it's been here.
Yeah, so we're gonna play a couple of clips from her. She pops out with Erika Kirk at Turning Point USA's big festival this past weekend. She was their special guest. But let's do a couple of clips from her.
With regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high.
All right, before I go to the next clip down, because we're gonna go through this a little bit. This when she starts freestyling. I said this is when she just doing shit. She don't even have no plan coming up in a second. When we go through some of these other ones, she ain't got no plan. She just talking. So just keep that in mind as you listen to the rest of these clips, y'all.
Integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have.
All right, we still going, y'all. We still.
Oh,
going.
no. We're not gonna do this to our audience. We're not gonna do this to our.
No, we do. No. We gotta have it. We gotta have it profile.
They know, they know. First of all, no, Daryl.
One more.
But this administration is full of people with heart and soul, and they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have a very.
All right, it's two more clips. I cut that one off.
Okay.
With the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich.
All right, it's actually I got to find another clip because I want to find the one where she talks about what black women need to be doing. But keep going. You could discuss what we so far as I find it, and I want to discuss, and I want to show you the part where she really start freestyling. Is when she say, "Hold on," but keep going. Go ahead.
No, get your clip. I'm gonna let you get it off. I don't know.
No. Go ahead. Start talking. I gotta take me a second.
No. I want to wait. And say it in my its entirety.
All right. Because this is the thing about Nicki, though. It's this clip. I'm pulling it up now. Because she basically says black women need to do something to. Stop picking on white women. Hold on.
Does she now realize that we don't do that? That they insert themselves in a lot of spaces that nobody's talking about them to make themselves relevant. But sure, whatever.
I mean, Nicki's Nicki. Okay. Oh, so here's the first one I want. This is where she really she isn't like aware of what's going on or not. And this one, I thought that this clip here. And I'm gonna see what you think, Dom. I thought that this was kind of, you could tell she wasn't thinking because she shouldn't have said one of the things she's gonna say in here. I'm gonna play it here now. There's so many clips though, y'all. That's the thing. Though. Nicki's dropping so many, as the young folks say, dropping bombs on them. Oh, that's not young folks, that's us. I'm old by even saying that. Here we go.
You are.
What do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes, see, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you. I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord, and words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. I will not judge that.
Sister. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead. I can't find that clip, the one I'm thinking about. But to paraphrase what she says, black women need to quit picking on white women and let them be, and not forcing them to do some other shit like that. But I'm still going to try to find it because I do want to put that in context. But you see where she slipped up at, right, in that clip? She called Diddy.
What if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the Game never leaves G-Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened. We reimagine the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Ifs.
Vance and the assassin. What?
So we know, okay.
And you're talking to a woman whose husband allegedly was assassinated by an assassin.
Okay.
Why would you use that terminology?
Because she realized it too late. Because when we're black, assassin don't literally mean
right. But you in the wrong. You talking to the wrong woman.
This is where we go back when we talk about Nicki Minaj has always been on the wrong side of history. I want to lead with that. When you really think about a lot of the when we look back over the course of her like career, yes, she has these great hits, but a lot of the things that follow her and a lot of things that she said that she's done, she's never been on the right side of history. She's not a girl's girl. She's not a team player. She is definitely more pick me, male centered. Cool, fine, whatever. But a lot of people tried to warn us about Nicki Minaj, though she was also breadcrumbing us about who she actually was. Aretha Franklin, you have Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, all these other people that have said that, you know, like have not taken a liking to her, or people that have distanced themselves from her, i.e. Beyonce. Also think about your whole career was built on the back of Lil' Kim, and let's be clear, and the backs of queer and trans people.
And we need to apologize to Lil' Kim. Us as black people need to apologize to Lil' Kim. I'm putting it out there. She told us about this girl before.
Oh yeah, well, for me, I always pick the right side of it. For the most part, you know, there's some shit I do that's, you know, I might, you know, that'd be problematic.
And then, you know, we miss out.
But I already knew about.
I picked Shorty Low in the battle against T.I. I just like Shorty Low. I don't know.
Okay, well,
we all make bad decisions.
You know, I say all that to say that when we look over the course of her history, a lot of her scandal, she has been curated and created by her. You're not nice, you're nasty. Which is, again, you stay in the space of like you're very male centered. Your like I said, your brother is a pedophile, your husband is a pedophile. your career has been built on the backs of queer and trans people, and you're pandering toward a party that wants those people exiled and annihilated from the planet Earth. So it doesn't make sense to me. And again, people are allowed to have their politics and do what they want to do, but it has but for me, it's none of our business. I don't think it's necessarily any of our business, and everybody, and I will get pushback on that because everybody will say, well, Meg did this, Beyonce did that, and that's cool. For me, I don't think people's political, it's so many ways that things can be handled. But when you are actively wanting people or working for people that, again, are the premise of their party is to harm people, then we have a problem. You got to do what you got to do. I don't know if they paid you. You clearly need some money or something. You don't seem sober on stage because you're not thinking clearly. But that's a problem. And then for you to sit up and tell Black women that we have to operate a certain way when we be minding our Black ass business, I have a problem with that. And then you're online. Like, I know they're saying, oh, on X, she gained all of these followers overnight, like 100,000 followers. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, she's blocking people from the barbs. She's going through and blocking people.
What do you mean?
She's going through she's blocking them on Twitter and Instagram.
If they said anything, or just period.
Period. If somebody could have said something, it's her but that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. So if any bar,
somebody said this one guy today said he didn't say nothing to her, and next thing you know, he was blocked.
Hold on.
So I say all that to say it's your biggest supporters are people of the Ligga Bigga Tigga community. And you out here turning your back on them, and these people made you rich. Is this new? Oh, this is a tale as old as time. We see this all the time. But we've never seen it happen this fast.
We're not done. Hold on, no. We got more to.
We're not done with her. We're not done with her. But that's
Would all. You like me to play what Charlie Kirk said about her?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You continuously have shown your hand to people, and nobody believes you. And the weird thing about this is there will still be people that should turn their back on her and that should not support her. That will still be there until the day she dies. This is weird. It's weird. And it's unfortunate, again, because I mean, like I said, we've never, outside of maybe a Kanye West, we've never seen somebody go downhill this fast. And we know that there are different varying factors that are coming into play here. You are around people that are yes people.
No, I think there are some, though. There's some other ones out there historically.
This quick?
Yeah. Well, not this quick. No. I'm thinking, but see, the thing is, though, our media is so fast now that you could go down faster, I think, because Jesse Owens, the track runner, went out bad. He was down with everybody that was basically down with, at the time, though, he was down with a lot of Southern Dixiecrats and stuff like that, and was okay with segregation, shit like that. And the pull up by your bootstraps type of feel. And people kind of excommunicated him from Black folks for a second, man. Jesse Owens didn't come back to Black people till 60s, 70s, 80s. When we start doing Black History Month. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, because they was the only people that was probably throw him a couple of dollars. When,
no. I'm talking about after his comments he was making.
I know, but Black people, we be so forgiving. Yeah. Let's stay here for a second. Black people, I don't know why we're so forgiving. I don't know if it has something to do with our conditioning and how we've been It may be something to do with like religion, but Black people are so forgiving. We're always so welcoming to people that don't deserve to be in our space. And, you know, Nicki Minaj, you're an immigrant. Like, you could say, yes, you were raised in Queens. You were not born there. You're an immigrant. Like, do you have papers? Like, like, these are questions that need answered. Did you take the test? Or are you trying to do save face where you know, get immunity because you kissing ass? Well, I mean, we need to put belts to ass to Nicki Minaj because you can go too. You're not doing anything for the greater good.
Yeah.
You make it. I'm not, because I ain't a person. I don't. Black people are not monolith. You're not looking. You don't make us look crazy. It's just unfortunate that we're here in this space with you.
Okay, so I got the Jesse Owens moment for people that's historically. It was the Black Power. He chastised everybody doing the Black Power fist at the Olympics. Tommy Smith and John Carlos. This is his quote: "The black fist is a meaningless symbol. When you open it, you have nothing but fingers, weak, empty fingers. The only time the black fist has significance is when there's money inside. That's where the power lies." See,
Sheesh.
And he died broke, I believe.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I mean. That's just one, and another one, low key, people don't want to talk about, but he repaired his career. Sammy Davis Jr. was on some shit for a minute, fucking with Richard Nixon. Sammy was fucking heavy with Richard Nixon, a supporter. Tricky Dicky. Also, somebody else, we don't talk about it. James Brown was fucking with Tricky Dicky too.
Okay.
But James Brown but if you think about it, James Brown you could see how he's a Republican though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that like I was like you?
No. Seriously, go watch James Brown interviews like from the 70s on. There's no way you can tell this man wasn't a Republican.
But honestly, like his behavior always. So you saying that isn't shocking. That's something like this.
And you know, we looked right past James Brown doing all that. Maybe because we knew. Maybe people was like, "It's cool. We already accepted."
It was like he not that educated. He really don't understand know. So he. Is
that what it is?
So
is that what it is? Is that why we let him give him a pass?
Yeah, I think that's why. Because it's like he had the reading level of like maybe a kindergartner. I know they used to say he was illiterate, but I don't know how true that is. I think he just had a very low, like for his big age, a very low reading level.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense now.
Yeah. But we say all that to say it's just like I said, a lot of people already clocked this about homegirl, and so it's just not shocking that we're here. But it's funny that she gained all of these followers, and like, you know, they're races where they're probably like, yeah, I don't like niggas, but you know, or a rapper, I fuck with that Nicki Minaj, and it's like, okay, go put on the song.
Well, since we don't fuck with Nicki Minaj, let's see what Charlie Kirk had to say about one Nicki Minaj himself.
Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? For example, more times than not, black politicians will lament the condition of America. It's systemically racist. It's terrible. What does that do to a 14-year-old black kid if you just find that you hear that everything is rigged against you? Instead, they should be saying, hey, there might be some barriers, but if you believe in yourself enough, you can achieve in this country. It creates a form of social conditioning of low expectations, and that's not my argument. You know whose argument that is?
All right, that was what he had to say about Nicki Minaj, and then someone else that's supporting. I'm just gonna roll out the other videos. One Amber Rose, someone we forgot about that went MAGA. Just what was this around this time last year, a little bit before this, she came full MAGA right before the election, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
She has now come out in support of one Nicki Minaj. And she has this to say. Hold on, wrong one.
Happy holidays.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, obviously you and Nicki are super close. Can I ask you, what do you make of everything? Her coming out with Erika Kirk yesterday.
I think she did a great job, an amazing job.
I saw you put on Instagram, the Queen has spoken.
Yes,
so
that's right.
You don't think that she should be getting as much backlash as she
No,
is?
she shouldn't. We live in a free country. She has the right to her own political opinion, just like everyone else does.
A lot of people feel like because of her fan base being like largely, LGBTQ, that
She didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything about the LGBTQ plus community at all.
right, but her siding, kind of with the Trump administration, or speaking out of there.
Why do people think anybody over there is homophobic? I'm not homophobic. My assistant has been with me for 11 years. He's black and gay. I have a bunch of trans friends. So does Nicki.
Yeah.
I don't know why people twist our words or think because we endorse Trump that we just hate gay people and trans people. It's just not true.
So, like when Nicki spoke out a few weeks ago for the Christians in Nigeria, she said it's not about choosing a side, it's about choosing what's right. So do you feel like that's kind of what's going on in this kind of situation too, by her coming out with Erika and speaking?
What's wrong with talking to Erika? That's what I mean. I just don't get the logic behind why people are upset. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Nicki. Yeah. Shout out to TMZ. Thank you.
Shout out to you too, Amber. Thank you. Wait, any plans for the holiday?
My mom's visiting from Jersey, so we just hanging out with the kids.
You cooking or mom?
I'm cooking.
Okay.
For sure.
What are you gonna make? What's
everything?
What's your specialty?
All right, Dom. That was one Amber Rose discussing.
But again, missing the mark. Another bitch that's another bird that's on the wrong side of history, because people's morals and values and what we really understand, people that see this and understand, because we don't have a certain level of privilege. And when I say privilege, I'm not just talking about whiteness. I'm talking about financial status, where certain things, because you are financially stable, removes you from certain issues. You have the day-to-day person. I mean, a lot of white people that are even on Medicaid that voted for Trump, and seeing how they're also being impacted by certain funding being cut, and then we're going to say misappropriated funds to other departments, like y'all funneling money into Venezuela and that other country that we're not gonna name because we don't want to get flagged. But also supporting somebody that is so anti civil rights, women's rights, LGBTQ plus Q&A rights is the same thing. She's another person that has profited off of the female body. You had a whole slut walk out here and was doing that for years, where it was supporting women's liberation. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got what I came for, and let me switch sides, or let me just show up as who I really am. But you know what somebody said on Twitter? Mm-hmm. That's why your nigga left you for Cher. It makes sense, but also now it makes sense that you was dating somebody like a Kanye West as well.
Mm-hmm. Your conversations was real aligning.
Yeah, and it's just like I said, people don't understand that words mean things. People align themselves with people and parties that are detriment. And I'm not out here saying that the Democrats are any better, because they got a lot of cleaning up and work to do.
100%.
That is detrimental to our society, especially as Black and brown people, trans, however you identify. And having, friends that are trans and queer and everything, and seeing how we Black, so we know what that's like to just step outside our door, and we got to put our armor on and be alert and do all these things. We just can't be free and wallow about in the world.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that Nicki was talking about, she was saying like don't criticizing people and things like that, but and those that are those that are misfortune is like Nigeria. But wasn't she just talking about Blue Ivy and talking about Cardi's kids just a couple weeks ago?
She was talking about all of them kids.
But but she's talking about all this stuff about.
That's what I'm saying. But like,
what is this a few weeks ago? I mean,
but here's the delusion of the drugs, right?
Allegedly.
You can say that. I said what I said. But what's messed up about the whole thing is it's just it is the simple fact that you feel like you are so untouchable. You talking about all like Lotto said, get in the booth. You done been on Twitter with them Twitter fingers and all of that shit. I guess you learned that from Meek Mill. And still ain't put out, you talking about March. Girl, you ain't really put out an album in how long? Get in the booth. Talk about it. Hear about it. We should at least have a song.
Hey man,
and that's the thing. It's like we should at least have.
What is the next song? My question for you, Don. What song did she come? Like, do you think she goes? Does she do a Trump joint? Does she perform at the Turning Point halftime show? And what can she perform?
Because at this point,
what can she perform there?
No, Nicki Minaj is for sale. Nicki Minaj is for sale, so as long as that check clears, she's gonna go.
But she got bread. How is she for sale?
Does she have bread? Think about the immense
that one guy that they owe $100,000 to, that the judge is trying to, if they don't pay it soon and court defaulting on the judgment, that they're gonna try to take their house so they can pay the debts that her husband knocked out.
Do you have money? That's what I'm saying. Like you have tons of legal fees. Your ass stay in trouble. Your niggas stay moving about, not registering. Like, remember he got in trouble for that, not registering as a sex offender wherever they move to. You can't do basic shit with your nigga. You need to be worrying about what's going on at home and why your husband can't take your son to the park or to Disneyland.
Damn, they can go to Disneyland or Six Flags.
They can't do none of the everyday shit. He can't take that nigga to school.
No, he can't take him to school.
I didn't mean to call the baby a nigga.
So he can't even go to the Christmas concert. He can't go to the Christmas concert, like for the little Christmas time is here. He can't even see his son do that.
No, he can't.
Are we at the point? This was my other idea of why this grift is happening. Has she realized that her time in the music side of things is done, and is realized, and she can't keep on fighting all these girls. She can't keep fighting Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi, and all these young girls. And she just gave up and was like, this might be a little route for me to go get me a new set of fans, some new adulation from new sets of people. Do you think that could be her move? Because she just might be just celebrity hungry. Don't matter who it is.
Possibly, but I don't know.
You think it's the money? You going back to the money?
I think it's the money.
I'm thinking it's just because she likes attention.
It's that, and she like it. I think it's money and that she likes attention, but it's mainly the money.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what her next group.
Because if it ain't about the money, then what else is it? It's about the money.
But if Nicki gonna do this shit, she need to go all out. She need to do like, remember the song "Self-Destruction" from back in the day from the East Coast rappers, or like what All in the Same Gang?
No,
that was on the West Coast. All my hip hop heads remember that. There was all the dope West Coast rappers did a song like "Stop and Not Stop the Violence." All the East Coast cats did something similar as well.
Oh, okay, I remember that.
I'm saying that all these Trump rappers, mostly Young Money, low key, should do a Trump stop the movement, like a Trump stop hating on Trump joint, and they all do a posse track. Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki, 5 Foreign, Missing some people. What's my little dude that can barely talk? That's always high from Florida. The Haitian brother. You don't know what he be saying. Not Lil Wayne, the other dude. Oh, what? Oh,
Pax.
But hold on, I'm gonna get him in a second. Kodak Black, because he got him on Kodak Black. Get him on the track. NBA Youngboy, that's another one. Get them all to do a posse track together for Trump. If y'all really don't go in it, go in. Y'all ride for him so much. Let's ride for real. Cass was doing songs about Barack. We got my president is black. Why don't we got my president is Trump for none of y'all black rappers? Y'all scared to do it? Because we did it
because they know that because they are.
But they already said they rock with Trump. Add in Sway Lee as well. From I'm keeping papers on all y'all niggas that was riding with this Trumpster. Keeping papers on all y'all. Keeping papers. Sway Lee, you too. From Ray Shrimmer. Keeping papers on all y'all. Y'all, why don't y'all ride out and do it the right way? Have a posse track. Make some money. Do some things. Get to the Trump campaign. Why aren't y'all stepping up front like that? Why y'all ain't at Turning Point? What's going on?
I can't deal with you.
I'm just saying they need to do self-destruction, but self-Trumpism. I gotta rework with that name. I'll have a better name by next week. That's what I'm going with, y'all.
Pax wanted to say hi to you, Daryl.
What's going on, Pax?
Pax, say hi to Uncle Daryl.
Pax, you believe in the posse track with all them on there, right? You see the vision, right, Pax? You see the vision, brother. You see it.
It's a girl. You
really know if it's a girl or not. I mean, my bad, Pax. Let me get you to vote correctly. I need to gender identify you correctly, young lady.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
Pax, you're making too much noise.
All right. Self-destruction featuring the redo the Trump for Trump.
I'm just not interested. Like, honestly,
I would. You know what? I would actually be proud of them if they did that. Does that mean y'all stand full on business? Because I feel like a lot of them be pitter pattering with this. Even this Nicki Minaj shit with this is pitter pattering. It's just
what they're doing.
Try to get that base. Fucking lean into it. That's what I'm saying. Lean all the way in.
Here's the thing. It's like I said. What they're doing is not foreign to us, but it's just that they have to also remember that we are huge consumers, and a lot of their fame and their pockets come from people that look like us. This just isn't a black thing. It's not just black people boycotting Target. So when you think about the areas that you fall in, the people that support you, let's say hypothetically, we know how whiteness and white supremacy and racism works. If we all boycotted Nicki Minaj how we did Target, yes, it would be she would take a hit, but then it'll be some poor white people that will go and do a GoFundMe for her where everybody would go and donate. But she would know, like, you not booking, nobody's buying your albums, nobody's watching your stuff on YouTube. Like, yes, you gained these followers, but I'd be interested to see if she would actually lose followers, because a lot of her supporters was like, you know what, fuck you and whatever bullshit you on, because I can't identify with that. We know that will probably never happen, but it would be interesting to see. That'd be a good case study.
Yeah, I mean,
but what she's doing, like I said, it's not foreign to us. Black people in particular, do this every day. B.
True. That's true indeed. You ain't lying with it. All right. Next up, this Tyra Banks thing. Do you want me to just play it and then you can break down everything that's going on with this? I'm gonna play this. Tyra Banks is having some issues with her company. What is it called again?
What is it called? It is okay. So wait, it's a couple things before you play that. So let's start with how Tyra Banks was hit with an alleged failure of her DC hot ice with the two. I can't even talk. I'm so irritated. Tyra Banks was hit with $2.8 million lawsuit over her alleged failure of her DC hot ice cream shop. And so DC landlord Christopher Powell sued her over a failed flagship Smiles and Dream hot ice cream shop, with Powell alleging that Banks breached a 10-year lease for the Eastern Market location, while Banks claims they backed out after not getting the full space they expected and have filed a motion to dismiss. The dispute centers on Banks LLC School of Surmise signing and lease in early April of 2024 for a nonprofit flagship, but then allegedly abandoning the property without paying rent, leading to the lawsuit for the lease default. I'm still trying to understand this hot ice cream. You have a clip that's going to show us, but things have not been looking great for Tyra, especially because you have Gen Zers going to binge watch America's Next Top Model and seeing all these problematic issues with the show. And as a person that not only auditioned, but this was a different time. And a lot of the stuff that was happened in the late 90s to early 2000s, mid 2000s, these new kids, I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, if I'm like in like a Saw-like movie and it's all Gen Z years, I know we all dying because they're not gonna figure out the puzzle. Like, they all gonna lay down and die. And it's gonna be us millennials that gotta get everybody out. So I'm not banking on them. Y'all keep talking about these kids saying y'all too sensitive for me. It's certain shit like that just should not be that deep. It was a different time. And I'm not canceling Tyra. Now, am I concerned?
Hold on, let's play Tyra real quick. What she had to say about this first.
Hot ice cream tastes like? Because, I think you put some ice cream in the microwave, it melts, and you go.
Hell no. The first time we tried this, we took our ice cream base in its liquid form and heated it up. And it was a mess. It was a hot mess. And so then we changed a bunch of things, and then we did it again, and it was watery. And it was like, hell no. So it took 12 months of testing and trying because we've done this with 15 flavors. Finally, it is thick, it's rich, it's velvety, it's liquid. So many people think it's fried ice cream and they're rolling their eyes at me and saying, this ain't nothing but fried ice cream. This ain't nothing but a hot milkshake. This ain't nothing but creme anglaise. I am an ice cream expert.
Yes, you are.
Creme anglaise is heavy in eggs, darling. And if it gets too hot, it turns to scrambled eggs. Don't come for me. Now I'm saying that our ice cream, not our hot ice cream, but our cold ice cream is ice cream that you can chew. You chew it because every pint has a hidden Smile surprise.
Yes, it does.
Hidden in there where you find it and you chew. So baby, we ain't gonna chew our ice cream and we're gonna sip our hot mama ice cream.
All right, Dom. So she just why is the hate for Tyra been happening lately in general?
Because we all trying to figure out what the fuck is hot ice cream.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know if I want to so if you're telling me that I have to chew, that you could chew my ice cream, which also that sounds like that is heavy in like cream. That sounds like that's like heavy whipping cream, right? Like and you maybe mix, like you whipped it and like use a frother, did something where you make it thick like that. But that sounds like that's just, I mean, dairy ain't that great for you, no way. But that just sounds like an explosion waiting to happen on the toilet. All of it. So I'm just trying to understand what's happening. And she was out here after Abby, all, drunk as a skunk and putting the keys in the wrong car, performing all this stuff. I'm just like, Tyra, girl, are you okay? Like, do you need a friend? Like, you got a friend in me. But I also really am trying to understand this hot ice cream.
Yeah.
And I saw a video of it, and I'm just like, okay, it looks like a malted milkshake, kind of like it's a little thicker, and then you put in whipped cream on top of it. So I'm just trying to understand. Part of me wants to go, but then the other part of me is like, I don't want to feel the aftermath. Like this sound like I'm gonna be like this, like in the room. I'm not interested. But I think it's just people are just digging up old clips of stuff. One from her show and her talk show, and then just are finding issues with it. So I think everybody, it's one of those things kind of where it's like, hey, all news, like if they're not talking about you, but they consistently bring her up, it's a good thing. But I just want to know, Tyra, I'm like, who is your makeup artist? What are we doing? Are you doing your makeup? Because it's giving very late 80s, 90s girl, and you are too beautiful for this. Like, we need some blending.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to, everybody coming to watch, though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey, man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
Start dark, like, and I took a nap in this, a half nap while I was waiting on my DoorDash. But I don't know, like, this cannot be your legacy. We just spoke about legacy.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't know about this. And I'm not a dream crusher, but I'm concerned about hot ice cream.
Like, where are we going with this hot ice cream thing? Like,
where are we going? Where are we going? And it sounds just like I said, like an explosion on the toilet and a lot of chemicals.
It's still funny.
Because when she said, "Oh, we tested this out, and you can chew the ice cream," I mean, you would think you can. Like, yes, is there, like, you got soft serve ice cream, you got the atypical ice cream that is a little richer and thicker. That I wouldn't say you necessarily like chew, but do you really want to be chomping on ice cream?
That's not the point. To me, what's the point of eating ice cream then?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she got this out of Australia or something. Isn't that?
Well, she has a shop in Australia. I feel like there's one in Santa Monica, Smy's ice cream. I feel like there's one in Santa Monica for some reason. And or maybe it didn't, or it's coming soon. Cause I'm gonna have to figure this out for y'all and let y'all know what happens. Cause I don't know. I need to go a day. Oh, okay. It don't have any reviews. And see, I need to call because look, here's the thing. I want to drive to fucking Santa Monica
and it's not there.
I'll be there. Y'all, I don't understand. And it says that it accepts Apple Pay, accepts credit cards, and it don't say that it's closed. So maybe it's coming soon or something. But yeah, I don't have no words.
All right. Did you see the Anthony Joshua?
Oh wait, that's a lie. Oh no, this was in Lawndale. She had a Smile screen, but maybe that was something else. And why would it be in Lawndale? Maybe that's close. I don't know. She had one in Lawndale. I don't know. I'm not interested. If it was open, I would have risked my toilet for y'all.
But it's not.
It's not. Melodies from Heaven. Did I hear what?
No, nothing. No, did you see the Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight?
Yes, that's a big man.
Yeah. I didn't know that y'all women didn't know about it. I saw all the black women going in a little tizzy.
Here's the thing. So I'm watching this fight, and I said because my sister-in-law is from London, so they always say big man. I said that's big man, big man. So we keep saying it back and forth, and I was like, oh, he looked familiar, but didn't look familiar. So I was like, I'm on Instagram, I'm scrolling, and he come up on my timeline. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna follow him. I'm already following him. So I was like, well, I'm trying to figure out what made me follow him. I'm trying to go through the post. Well, what post did I like to make me follow this person before this fight? And I still have no clue. But it's probably because I thought that he was a very attractive guy and he appeared tall, because y'all know people don't be tall.
No, he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. He's like 6'5" or 6'6".
6'6", yeah.
So I was like,
he's a big dude.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, big man, big fit man. So
that's all kind of black women online. Like, who is that's him? Like,
I mean, it's not every day that we are,
I look. I was just surprised. Like, see, y'all need to get y'all European game up. There's a lot of brothers over there y'all missing out on over there in England and in Europe that y'all. I don't know why. I know one woman that's kind of smart. That some women have figured out to get on them soccer players over there. That's another thing that some American black women miss out on. Well, the Saweetie's dating one of them, I believe. She's dating.
I know Meg was briefly dating somebody.
Jadon Sancho. I believe she's dating Jadon Sancho. I believe.
Okay.
That plays for Chelsea. I looked it up. But and then on the other side of the game, Tiana Trump, the corn star, is dating Pepe, that plays for Villarreal. That's her boyfriend, soon to be husband. And he makes 110 grand a week.
Wow. I guess they can be saved.
Yeah.
I guess they can be saved. No, I'd be open to it.
Saweetie is the one is dating Jane Sancho.
Yeah, I'd be open to it, but I mean, I don't know, where do you even be, like they don't play, because like you in the US, it's not like you could go to a game, or like maybe they might have, what do they call
man, this dude got sidebar. Jane Sancho's got Sweetie's middle name tattooed up under his ear. Now,
what's her middle name?
Qvia, Qiava. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna type it in the chat so you can just see it and read it. What is that? How do you pronounce that?
I don't know. When you said it all, I was like,
is it Kiva? Maybe Kiva?
Maybe.
Like the key is not an A.
Yeah, maybe.
Kiva?
Yeah, I mean, because you know how like it would be, how Kiana could be with the
QI.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know.
But yeah, what do you think about the fight though?
Oh, so I'm not okay. So when it comes to sports and stuff, I watch basketball. I literally went because my brother told me that afternoon. I went to his house. Mm-hmm. So I just be like, oh, I want to hang out, people eat snacks. So, but what I do know is that I don't think you're supposed to be holding people like that. And I saw a lot of, but to be honest, that white boy looked disoriented and like he looked lethargic before he came out, like as he was coming out. Also, who comes out to Tekashi 6ix9ine? Like
that was the weirdest thing. That was
weird. His uniform being like homage to Hulk Hogan, and I was like sitting there, I was like, why is this giving Hulk Hogan? And nobody's saying anything and talking about it. I'm like, this just feels like Jim Crow. This don't feel right. And I just listening to the commentary of my like Haitian brothers that I was with, like I just think that, you know, apparently, like I asked, I said, oh, this isn't an exhibition fight. And my homeboy Kirby kept saying, no, it's not. It's, you know, I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, I just don't understand why, you know, Joshua hasn't knocked him out yet. And I was like, because I'm like, y'all know stuff isn't how it was back in the day. The longer you in, the more money you make. So if he know he can make $250 million to get to round 6, he gonna hold it up and then knock him out then. I'm like, all this shit is rigged now. So all I know is that, look, I saw a fine specimen that barely broke a sweat, and I enjoy every second of it. And I want to thank the man upstairs, the Lord above, for creating such a beautiful human being named Anthony Joshua. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Anthony Joshua. Yep, AJ the conference.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all I got. So I enjoyed it, and I know you like, nigga. I wanted to talk numbers and how many misses, nigga. I'm not interested in that. I am a woman, and not to say that women don't talk sports, but I don't. Boxing isn't my sports. Now you want to talk about basketball? I might could give you something, but half the time I'd be lusting after them niggas too. So I'm gonna do better in life. I promise. I promise. But we just like y'all. We like to look at attractive human beings. Like you said, that one boy, Kodak Black, that looked like a Tootsie Roll, a balled up Tootsie Roll rapper, maybe.
Well, I mean, the thing with the fight was, man, I knew it was going to be bad business for him in general because Anthony Joshua was just the heavyweight champion a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
The world heavyweight champion.
I heard. Like,
he's only lost 4 or 5 fights in his whole career and won like 40. So, like, and I think I try to, Jake Paul is one of those. He was trying to cause some racial shit low key. This is my opinion. With the Hulkster shit, the whole knowing that black folks know that don't fuck with him no more. But he thought it was gonna be slick. Well, it don't matter. He's British, because I'm doing it for America. Fight for America. We ain't feeling that pimp.
Like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. And I think he knew he was gonna get his ass kicked too.
Oh, he was very well. He was afraid. You could see that fear in his eyes.
I think he already knew. It's like a person knowing that they finna go to the electric chair and they are I'm assuming people go to get put to death. At some point they accept their fate. And he was like, I'm gonna get paid.
You can tell, which is why he went out and partied the night before.
Yeah.
He knew. He looks terrible.
Kick tomorrow, boy.
He looks terrible.
But yeah, it's crazy though and everything. But it was a cool fight though, man. It was cool. I didn't watch it when it happened. I had to watch the replay an hour or two later. But all I heard is people just putting up all them memes of all them different memes when he was like, when he hit him, he was like, whoa, like, oh, this shit's for real.
I had a good time.
All right, next up. It's about that time, Dom. We didn't. Once again, I didn't get a chance to redo this for you, Dom. But I promise by the new year it'll be done. All right, Dom. Surviving Diddy. Give us our update for this episode.
Listen, I don't have too much of an update. I just know that I saw like somebody on Twitter said it best. They said Tyler Perry couldn't write a better script than this. So it says this is allegedly Diddy is supposed to be reportedly set to be transferred to a San Diego correctional facility, which is the same prison where Suge Knight is currently serving time. Do we think this is true?
Can't be.
It can't be true, right?
Can't be.
Because it's like now it's saying that the government is like literally setting him up to get killed. I don't think this is true. And multiple like blogs have reported it. Like I said, it says allegedly, reportedly.
But since Pop Rant has come out and said this is not true.
That's what I'm like. It cannot be true.
No, that's something
that wouldn't even make sense. And like I said, initially I was like, okay, maybe because
and the government can't be that like you can't be that overt and you doing some dumb shit like that. Like you trying to get him out early. Because if I'm his attorney, I'm going to put that in and be like, no, that ain't gonna happen. We need, because obviously, you know, him and this person have had a long-standing issues, and you're going to put them in the same jail. You're supposed to be separating people from having those issues. So that would never slide. They would get hit with a lawsuit and lose so fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, because you just setting shit up to like, you just setting it like I said, setting it up for him to lose his life. And then it's like, what would be the reasons to transport him? I could see if he was consistently getting in trouble or doing things, but they already said allegedly that they have pushed back his release date because he has been frolicking and fraternizing with, you know, the inmates and using burner phones and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he people think he gonna come out and be all good. Like he is going like he's already shown that he ain't have no remorse. So, but I don't think they'll be that dumb or ridiculous, I'll say, to put him in prison with Suge Knight.
Absolutely. It would be no purpose.
Yeah. Like y'all want to, like I said, y'all want to be, I mean, dang, you ain't even put him in Suge Knight cousin prison or something and try to play it off at least, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all went right for the gusto.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. That's me personally. I don't believe that one. So that's a small Diddy surviving Diddy update. Did you see that? Did you send me that video with Don Richard talking about?
That's what I was trying to see. If it was like Don Richard had said that she was forced to be in Danny Kane. I mean, Dirty Money, and pretty much Don Richard is offering clarity on years of speculation surrounding her career path and her complicated relationship with Danny Kane. Speaking on the Cocoism podcast, the singer addressed assumption that she was willingly walked away from the group to join Diddy's Dirty Money, explaining that the reality involved contractual control and fear rather than choice. According to Richard, the decision was never hers to make. People say, "Oh, you chose Dirty Money over Danny Kane," and it's like, "Oh no, I was bought out of a contract, and I was told I couldn't leave. I was threatened, but I didn't tell everybody that. I just did what I had to do to get out of it because I didn't feel like that was everybody's business." Richard acknowledged that her decision not to publicly fight back allowed a different story to take hold. People gonna believe whatever the fuck they're gonna believe anyway. If I don't go every damn day online screaming, then the narrative gets picked. They only believe whatever the one person says. She also addressed her absence from Danny Kane's Untitled Chapter tour, which recently launched with Aubrey O'Day, D. Woods, and Andrea Fembres. Richard made it clear that she was not included in the plans. "I wasn't involved. I was iced out of this one," she explained, while stressing that she refused to turn the situation into a public conflict or claim authority over the group, even though she helped shape its identity. People also forget that her and her and Aubrey got in like a fist fight like years ago. Like we forget about that. My cousin had to remind me about that. I say, oh shit, that did happen. Like she put hands on her. Or as Scrappy says, she put them paws on her. So it would make sense that they did not ask her to come back. But also, I would be open to see if this was the thing with all 5 girls, like where they also had Shannon come back. I know people always say, oh, Shannon's kind of forgettable, but it's just like, if you're going to do it right. Mm-hmm. And then y'all could probably have bigger venues, slightly bigger venues, make more money, and everything, and perform y'all 2 albums and keep it moving. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I've never gotten Indie Kingdom much. I know they were big, you know.
Oh yeah, I had them 2 albums. I was in the Lexus. We in the car. We drive slow. We doing things. I mean, that was high school, but it was the second album of the Damage album. Yes.
Yeah, the only song I know is Showstopper.
Yeah, man. That second album is really good, but actually, I'm gonna say the first album definitely has no skips. That second album, after this track with Rick Ross, I kind of just be kind of turning it off. It's that first album. That first album hard.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. All right, this is an interesting story, Dom, about the Cherokee Nation getting upset at some other indigenous people for getting their rights back on some different resources. We want to talk about it in a second. Let's play a little bit of this news story.
Lumbee tribe finally received federal recognition after 137 years, and some of the white Cherokee are not happy.
We spent the afternoon at the Cherokee Indian Reservation approaching citizens, asking their thoughts on the Lumbee decision. Everyone we approached said they disagree with it. Some people even jokingly pretending not to know who the Lumbee are. Now, the consensus is people think that the Lumbee Fairness Act is a little unfair.
I think it's really unfair that they get to piggyback onto a defense bill that has to pass that is completely circumventing the established legal processes that every other sovereign nation has had to endure.
Citizens of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians reacting to the news that the Lumbee Fairness Act passed in Congress.
I think that the U.S. Congress and everybody has let all the 574 federally recognized tribes down. I think it opens up a lot of doors for these state recognized tribes to go through the back door and have easy access to be federally recognized.
And it's not just members of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians who disagrees with the decision. Watson Harlan is a member of Cherokee Nation, which is based in Oklahoma.
Anytime there is a substantial upending of tribal laws, it has almost always been used by the federal government and by state governments as a way to attack or disenfranchise other tribal governments.
The reason why I'm saying the white Cherokee are mad because Rebecca Nagel, who's Cherokee herself, said that the Cherokee Nation has adopted racism from their European ancestors. By 1850, half of all Cherokees were half white. By 1999, 90% of Cherokee were mostly white. On the other hand, thanks to Walter Plecker, he's got many people under the impression till this day that brown and darker complected American Indians are just Africans lying about being American Indian. And of course, many American Indians, like Chief Cook, were not happy. Because how dare you deny my heritage? You see, a lot of these black American Indians were enslaved on their own land. Chief Cook's mother was a Bradby, and their family was enslaved for generations. Many of the Virginia tribes are now federally recognized, and some of the Virginia American Indians did absorb into the Lumbee Nation.
For me to be able to call somebody Lumbee, it'd be if I had Lumbee blood in them, if I had them to be knowing about their culture, they got to know about their ancestors.
Maintain your community ties and stuff. If it's just coming home at Christmas and from Mother's Day and Lumbee homecoming and stuff like that, it's got to be some kind of way. I mean, this Heather Locklear thing, Heather Locklear ain't that Lum. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if her granddaddy or great-granddaddy or what it was came from here. She's never lived as a Lum. She's never.
I've been involved with my culture since I was the age of 7 years old. And to have that moment come to fruition it's an unbelievable feeling. I've worked with so many people from a younger age to now, and I'm sorry to get emotional. But I work with a lot of people from a younger age to now to get to where we're at. And I have to be at the end of that road. It's amazing.
So when you laugh at black Americans for saying that they have American Indian ancestry, just know that they've been laughing at us. What else is new?
All right, Dom. This is a very, very interesting. I did some research into this one too.
Okay.
So the Lumbee tribe is actually a very, like 30-40% of them have straight African blood in them as well. They intermingle with a lot of slaves in North Carolina, and a lot of them are black. So that's part one. If you already know where this is going and how they didn't want to get, because basically they get Native American tribal rights. So what them saying that they're a real tribe means that they can get all the Native American abilities for like healthcare, subsidies. They can now, if they want to, if they can pitch in and bring together and get casinos, whatever. Maybe they get access to all of those resources that are given to indigenous people or tribes in this country. Problem is that this whole idea of the Cherokee, or what is my uncle told me back in the day, and I'm going to explain it, called the $5 Indian. It's supposed to be it's a thing that was a real thing back in the day. So it was a thing called the Dawes Commission. Started around like 1890 something. I can't remember. But basically it was a act to be able to get a certain allotment of different things given to Native Americans after we fucked up all their shit. And it was another one called the Curtis Act, and they went after it was 5 civil tribes, I believe. It was the Chickasaws, Cherokee, Creek. Oh, it's one more. My uncle's gonna kill me in heaven. Seminole tribe. And the thing is about all those tribes is all those tribes are very, very also ingrained within Black culture too. Seminoles were very, very, had a lot of Black people. And you hear a lot of people say they part Chickasaw. A lot of people are part Cherokee, Creek, etc. Because they were some of the bigger ones in the Plains area and around slave tribal areas. But anyway, to the $5 Indian thing, people wanted to be able to get down and be able to get benefits within some of that the Native Americans were getting and be able to get access to land, access to different things. So they would slip $5 to the Census Bureau or the person running the books for the city to put them down as Native American.
Okay.
And of course, maybe it was more different in other places. Have you been to a tribal casino before? Like a Native American? Man, you go up in there, man, they have like posters. I've been to the one like in Oklahoma up north, close to Dallas. You go in there, it'll say tribal chief and like the person over this, and it's a dude like somebody off of
Dawson's Creek.
Yes. There we go. Dawson's Creek, or the dude I'm referring to is somebody of what's the one, the nerdy show to come on CBS? The Big Bang Theory. He looked like one of the members of Big Bang Theory. And it was like he's tribal chief, and I'm like, so I did a thing of like where you like open the refrigerator and like make sure that you ain't. I was like, man, let me rub my eyes.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, tribal chief, huh? So these folks getting their rights and ability to be able to go after and get these subsidies and get these different things is cool with me. And it's a part of our history that we do need to learn about more about the Lumbee tribes in North Carolina. I had not heard of them until you send me that, and then I start going to my deep dive, and it made me think of the $5 Indian thing.
Part of this thing feels like an episode of Atlanta, because like, and not even trying to make a joke out of it, but like seeing this, I just was like, yo, this is just too surreal. And feels like an episode just because like they flash to the person, you be like, this is a white person, and they just white, like, and you know that, like, and it's like how they're looking at it is okay, and even if they, let's say they have 0.3%, 0.03%, like not even 0.003 of whatever tribe, right? But they're looking at it like, oh, these people are going to come and they're going to take for us. And they backdoored away and they got it easier. And so they didn't have to work and lay the groundwork, when clearly that's not true, because you hear this other guy come in and say, this has been going on for hundreds of years. Even when I was a kid, I was like advocating, like my family, all of this stuff. So this is just a dream come true. And it's just like, well, no, you can't have it because it's you haven't been fighting for centuries and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, so it's not fair. And it's just like, dog, who gives a fuck? Like, that's not going to change shit for you. You still going to be able to do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you want to know what's crazy when it comes down to it.
Oh, damn. I might, oh man, hold on. Oh, I might have to take my shit back for the Lumbee tribe. Oh, in recent years, members of President Trump held a rally in Robeson County in October 2020, during which he promised to support federal recognition of Lumbee tribe. Okay, so both Kamala did too. So
okay.
So yeah.
I'm like, please don't. But I'm still gonna stand by what I said.
Yeah. No. These and if you notice,
I was gonna say. Well,
a lot of these people are browner people too. If you go look up their tribe is more browner people, and
that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I just have an issue with this idea of like, yo, if you got like 1/8 in you of Native American, you get the rocket like that and get the benefit all this stuff. Like, I just don't get that, man. Like, you should, if you get to benefit off of it, you should have to have had somebody be on a reservation within 2 generations of your family. If ain't nobody been on and even regular Native Americans, like if you ain't had nobody on no reservation and going through what that trauma that they've been through on the reservations, then you don't get no benefits either.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Because it's so hard now because all these different people are. And let me take that back. Let me take a step back on that. Hold on. I said that kind of rashly because I don't want to take away from Native American, but this because you don't live on a reservation doesn't mean you shouldn't benefit from your tribes and your families being massacred throughout the throughout this country's history. But it's got to be a way that we got to do a better test though. You can't. It's a lot of people that think they Native American because their daddy did a $5 Indian thing back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And they really, and they may have been raised around them because they think they really are.
To prove this, like I said,
why don't we do these DNA? We're doing these 21andMe's all the time. Let's really see how much Native American you got in you.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real.
I mean, because people be using them for scholarships. Well, maybe not no more. They stopping DEI everywhere. So, but before people were using it for scholarships and all, you'd be like, dude, you ain't no Native American. Your name Thomas. Your name not Whispering Wind.
All right, next, because I got some basketball games to watch.
I'm just saying. No, you might have got your name. You made up your name. You put it into a. Did you ever use that Wu-Tang name selector? You can go to it now. Like if you put your name in, it's a Wu-Tang thing. It'll give you a Wu-Tang clan name.
Okay.
You put your name in. I wonder if it was one for Native Americans and why people put theirs in there so they can get their Native American name from it and then spit it out for them. What their Native American name would be.
Okay.
All right. Last up, it's Christmas time, y'all. Y'all see on our decorating around here, on our screen is decorated with all the trimmings. What is your favorite holiday gift that you've gotten, Dom, or Christmas gift you've gotten?
A holiday gift.
Let's do when you was a kid, not as an adult.
No, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Because somebody would be like, man, I got a Maybach for my man. Like, okay, I got it. That's an amazing gift.
No, okay.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Voiced Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
So honestly, I'm a huge Barbie fanatic. So one Christmas, and this is when Kmart existed, they had this Barbie like Victorian dream house, and I asked for it. And you want to know the funny story about that is, you remember Kmart used to do that thing back in the day where if it was like you was the 100th shopper, you would get everything like free or whatever. And my mom, and I think it was like my cousin Levada, if I'm not mistaken, had went to Kmart, and Levada was the 100th customer. And so I got that dream house. My mama got that dream house free. But I love that dream house. It was a fold-in dream house. That was really cool. My mama still has that house. She still has a lot of my Barbie stuff. But anything, honestly, Barbie was the best gift. I'm still mad that I didn't get the Barbie. They had a minivan. And I never got the minivan. I don't know why my mama didn't give me that minivan. And maybe it was sold out or whatever. But I'm going to say anything Barbie. But I specifically remember that. And that whole story surrounding getting that house. So that made it even more special because I know my mama was happy. She was like, girl, I put all my shit up there too. So yeah.
The
Barbie. Yeah. Man. Yeah. That's what it was. I think it was that. I think that's the vivid one I can remember. One year I found the Christmas gifts in the summertime. And this go back to Listen, let me tell you. My sister been my biggest ops. And she don't remember this because she don't remember shit, right? So we had the cedar closet at the house. And wherever it was, like we would pack up clothes in the summer, winter or whatever, you pack your summer clothes up. And we would just put them in like really thick, like construction garbage bags and tuck them in this closet. Why not a bin? Lucretia, ask her. But so I'm in this closet pulling out bags and stuff. And I clearly pull out a bag, not paying attention to the shape. And it was our Christmas gift, some of them. And I told you, I was like, oh my God, I know what's like some of the stuff we get for Christmas. And one of them was like a Barbie classroom. You know, that nigga went and told on me. What the fuck would you tell? She don't remember that.
Oh,
but she told, and I didn't get a whooping, but my mom was like threatening to take everything back, and I was like, it wasn't intentional. And I don't know, I had to, you know what? At some point in my life, I did stop saying shit to my sister because she always ratted me out.
So she's your biggest ops, like you said.
She was my biggest op growing up. But what about you?
For me, before I said it was a cell phone, like a prepaid call cell phone, but I'm gonna go with the good old Nintendo, man.
I was gonna say that. I was like, oh
man, when I got that, because I had been fiending for it too, because one of my homeboys had got it, and then my uncle got one, and I used to just shop, Uncle, rest in peace, my Uncle Kev, and he had games. Because he had, before that, he had the Atari 600. And I was like, man, Uncle Kevin got everything. He ain't got no kids yet or nothing. He just buying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just buying stuff, man. And then I would want to go over there. I'm like, man, I got the Unks. He got that Nintendo. And then I remember I said, like, yo, I just want a Nintendo. That's all I want. You have to give me nothing else in life. You make pleas with your I made plea like, you don't have to give me nothing else in life. Don't have to give me nothing else in life. Just give me a Nintendo. And then I came out at my grandma's, and that Nintendo was sitting there, and I might have passed out. I might have passed out and came back, and I think I might even got a game too. Oh yeah, it was with the Power Pad too. So I had the Power Pad games, Duck Hunt, Mario, and I think Skate or Die was my first other outside game. Okay. Didn't get another game for a while though.
When we got ours, we got Super Nintendo.
Oh, see, I did. Yeah, okay.
So ours came with Super Mario World.
That was the Yoshi joint, right?
Yeah, that was the Yoshi joint.
That was when it had an open world. That shit was live.
Yeah. So funny story about that. We let our cousin borrow our game. And that nigga pawned our shit.
And you said he did what?
He pawned it.
Hold on.
Nigga. Nigga shit. Nigga pawned our.
How long did he have it for?
We might have let him borrow it for like a week or two,
and he got it that fast. He pawned it. Is he a crackhead? No, seriously, that's a drug problem.
I don't know. I just
Some
remember
kids Nintendo game.
And girl, like Daryl, I remember because he used to live in like the JVL, and I feel like we went to the JVL to go get it or something. And when he said he didn't have it, we was like, well, where is it? And he pawned it. And I don't know. I feel like the next day or two we had that game back. And
did he go buy a new one, or he went to go get it back out the pawn shop?
He went in to go get it back out the pawn.
How old was this gentleman?
Well, he dead. My cousin died. Not too much longer after I moved to LA. We grew up like Sean was live with us like consistently off and on.
Like, how old was he at that time?
I don't know. Like you know how you never I never asked my cousin his age. I didn't think about it like that because he was more like a big brother. So, but I know
was he old enough to drink? Like, was he like?
Yeah, I'ma assume so.
Did he? I mean, I don't want to ask. Did he have substance abuse issues?
I don't recall. I don't think so.
I mean, that just seems just like a substance abuse issue. That like I'm pawning some kids.
I think that sometimes niggas be nigging, or maybe he was short on his rent. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How long did it take you guys to get the game back?
Huh?
How long did it take y'all to him to get the game back to you?
No, it wasn't long. It wasn't long.
Maybe he was in a crunch then. Maybe it was a money crunch then.
Yeah, I was like, maybe because it wasn't that much longer because we could ride. And then I remember us playing that game, and we finally made it to the end. It's a Bowser's Castle to beat Bowser. And our game cut off on us, and it reset all the way to the beginning. And we cried and never touched that game ever again.
Y'all didn't have it saved?
It was saved, but you know, it for somehow it wiped the entire.
Then,
it was like it did some weird reset. It was saved because we had been playing it for a couple days.
Yeah. And y'all never played it again?
Never played it again.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one where Yoshi, where he could eat everything up.
Yep.
Couldn't Yoshi get fireball, do fireballs too and stuff in there?
Yes.
Yeah. You could upgrade Yoshi on there. Yeah.
Yep. You sure could.
Oh man. I used to leave my Nintendo on and turn off the TV for my stuff wouldn't say if I could save some games when I was playing some games. Because I wasn't stopping. Just because you want to go to the grocery store, I ain't stopping.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Oh man, that one hurts. Woo, that hurt me again. Because I'm just like, because I know how hard that game was.
Yeah.
I would say hard, long.
No, it was, and I bet Mama, I'm confident she probably still has that console.
You should go back and beat it. You could probably find it.
We would have to see the thing. The question will be: I know she probably still has that console.
No, you could probably
get it. No. It will be a matter of where is the actual game.
No. I'm saying you probably can get an emulator and like actually play the whole game again.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Just it might be online where you could play it low key and get it on your phone.
Yeah, it's certain things that I would say another.
Complete it, man. You got to beat that game now, Dom. You got to go beat that.
You know what? It was crazy because if I'm not mistaken, Bowser turns kind of like into this bomb, and you got to duck and jump and do all this stuff around. If I'm not mistaken, so you have to jump on the right side of that bomb.
I just looked it up. If you want to beat the main story of Mario World, it's 5 hours. That's all it is. That's how long it takes.
For Super Mario World?
Yeah, Super Mario World.
It was so many different and maybe it's Mario World, like Super Mario World 3 that I'm thinking about that was hella long. Because Mario
3 was long. Mario 3 was before Mario World, but Mario 3 was long as hell.
Yeah, no. Mario World 3 was, I thought that was after Mario World. Look that up, because I feel like that was after
Mario 3 is definitely on the Nintendo.
Yeah, sure. It is. Both of them are definitely on the Nintendo. No. I played Super Mario World 3 on NES. So unless they rebooted it, and like, you know how they do with games now, like,
yeah, because Super Mario World, I think it was on Super Nintendo.
It was on Super NES.
Yep. What was the game after this Mario World?
But there was one for Super NES where it had the different boards, and where he could be the raccoon. So they probably
that's Mario 3. That came out on regular NES.
So they must have did an update, because my cousin had that game. We used to break into his room and play that. This is a different cousin, y'all. But we would.
All right, so the order goes of the games goes Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, and then Super Mario Brothers 3, then Mario World. Mario World was the first game on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
That you got that in you would get that if you bought it.
Yes. So I wonder if they
Mario 3 was the shit. So Mario 3, if I don't even remember the movie The Wizard. It was a movie with the older Savage. Was it Fred Savage? Fred Savage, yes. And he has it, and it's a cool movie. It's this about this teenage kid, and his little brother is autistic, but he's really dope at video games. Like, he's like master level of video game, and their parents are trying to like get divorced or whatever, or they're trying to split them up. So he decides to take the only thing his brother wants to do is go to this video game tournament. And they hitchhike all the way to like LA for this video game tournament. And they playing video games along the way to make money in like different places, like the hustle at different places. And then they get there and he makes the championship. And the game was Super Mario 3 before it even came out. So like, even like the guys playing in the movie, they like, for the final game is Mario 3, and they like, it don't even exist. It does, and then that's the first time you saw Mario 3, like a year before it came out.
Damn.
And everybody was like, "Yo!" Like, you gotta check. It's a cool little, sweet little, cool movie. It's called The Wizard. Okay, it's called The Wizard, and the kid ends up winning. Winning the whole thing.
I'm gonna text my cousin Terry, because I'm like, I feel like we wasn't playing it on regular Nintendo. We was playing it on NES. So I wonder if there was like an update. So like, that they have for like, as they would change stuff and update it, or you could play it also on this console. So you wouldn't have to go back and get it or whatever. So I just wonder, because I'm like, I just remember a lot of the shit we played when we was in his room would be that damn Super Nintendo. But I could be wrong. I don't remember lifting that flap up on his games. Like, I remember doing that at my other cousin's house when we would go to my aunt's house in Illinois, but I don't remember that. If you remember that flap on the like that you would lift up. Yeah,
I remember that bad boy, those oils.
Yeah, so I remember because on the Super Nintendo, all you had to do was push it down. There was no flap. Well, it was a flap, but it was like different. It wasn't like how the other one was, that because regular Nintendo was more like a VCR versus the Super Nintendo where you would just push it down.
So the order of all the Mario games, like I said, Super Mario Brothers 2, 3, then they got Mario Land that was on Game Boy, then Mario World, Super Mario Land 2, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, that came out in 95.
Okay.
And that was on the SNES. Then the next Super Mario 64, which was on the Nintendo 64. And that was
I just wanted Nintendo 64 so bad.
Yeah, Nintendo 64 was fly.
Yeah.
That was fly.
But I don't even think we really even asked for it. I think I just kind of assumed that my mom would get it or my dad would get it. But also around that time, I'm gonna be honest, I was still playing with Barbies. I ain't still playing with Barbies for real until like 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, that's where we at with that's where I'm at with Panda right now. She kind of letting them go, and getting into other stuff. But
yeah,
it is what it is. We're done. Where can people hit you up at, and where can they check out on TMZ too?
Oh, yeah, it's episode that dropped, which is 12/23. I'm like, what's today's date? And you guys see me on there. Just
I would
briefly.
clip it out and put it in here, but TMZ be sticklers on. They be copyright striking, boy.
Yeah, so I don't want us to get in trouble.
Yeah, because they copyright strike us for that doggone Marcus Houston interview where he was when we was talking about him with this young lady and stuff. Yeah, so
I get it. And then you can find me wherever you social network at St. Angela's and Whiskey Soured podcast.
All right. Don't forget next Tuesday, 12:30, we will be doing a live year-end and recap. So make sure you plug in the SOLC Network or St. Angela's site as well. And we will be live on all that and everything. And join on it. Come on out. Tell us who y'all people are. We're gonna have different categories for different things for this year. And we thank y'all. I appreciate y'all this year. This year has been pretty dope, man. We've grown a lot. And yeah, man, and appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next Tuesday live now. All right.